Here we are in Hitman 3 in the city of Berlin, because a commenter said, hey yo, you really should check out Berlin in Hitman 3. And I was like, yo, bet. So here I am doing the thing. And already, off the bat, this is the starting location of this mission in Berlin called Apex Predator. And you see this graffiti in front of me right here? It is stunning. That's right, we're back. We're doing another video game graffiti analysis video. And for the last time, I'm not gonna say it again, we're in Hitman 3 in the city of Berlin. And if you can't tell, this stuff is already looking so legitimate. Look at this beast piece over here. Unbelievable, with the year scrapped in there, and you got the beast tag as a signature there. Beautiful stuff. This dual color fire throwy is unbelievably clean. Look how crisp that is. We got some legends up here in Berlin. And if you just Google like Berlin graffiti in real life or whatever, you'll know that this video game has a lot to live up for. And look at the backing here. No details spared. And it's capped off with the fire tag on top as well as the signature. I think that that is so great. But if you know this video game, this level hasn't even started yet. If you want to get to the real graffiti, you actually kind of got to go to the real part of this level. And in order to do that, you got to go down this hill over here, and then you got to kill some guy, and then you got to disguise yourself as that guy. Here's the time lapse of all that happening before we actually hit the main part of this game. Bro, here we are, and already there is so much to look at, and this is all before we go into the club itself, where there is a lot of really cool stuff as well. But just one quick glance over here, and I'm already overwhelmed by the quality and the sheer quantity of all of this graffiti. Everything looks like it was done immaculately by G's and legends, okay? No toys were allowed to come inside of here. Even this blown out wall over here has like the remnants of graffiti that once was there. It is such an amazing little detail. And then because it is just like a blown out wall or whatever, we just got some like tags being thrown up here and there and everywhere. It is an absolutely stunning representation of what this could actually look like in the real world. Absolutely immaculate. And the closer you get, the more detail you see in every brush stroke. It is so cool to see this all right here, right now. And then when you go over to this buggy over here, you see the way super is sprayed? It might actually be some of the most realistic hand style that I've seen in this series so far. Accompanied with this like bunny character down here, and then underneath all that, just layers, decades of caked on tags and throwies and stuff. This buggy is incredible, and everything feels real and authentic. I'm not really seeing any duplicates, but Super over here clearly has the same kind of hand style as Step over here. So this is the same person with the same can, with the same hand style, different words. Incredible sense of immersion going on here. And then the roof. Look at this roof. Beautiful hand style, splatters, just you name it. The seat on the inside over here. Can I get closer? Look at that level of detail. Underneath the steering wheel itself, no inch left untagged over here. Just some amazing hand style going on the front as well. This thing is top tier. Then just one glance at this tower over here, and I'm like, holy crap. Look at this roller piece going all the way up the stack. This is crazy. And this isn't one of those kind of how did they do it kind of pieces, because the ladder is right beside it, and that kind of real world detail is what ties this all together over here. Where there is a ladder going up a stack and amazing graffiti writers, someone's gonna go up there with a roller. Huge piece. That is incredible. I love that. And then this gigantic hand style going down right beside it. Incredible. And then, you know, Super from before, here he is again, this time with a beautiful throwy red on white. right? And then caked on hollows, caked on hand styles, caked on tags. And then not only all that sort of stuff, but like worn away wall textures behind it all. Very cool. This red piece here, I want to just like cast your attention towards, okay? This is one of those things that's written with like either a hose or some sort of giant like airbrush type device. And the physics of where you're standing meets where the spray head goes is accurately represented over here. It's so cool. How do they get this so real looking? Because you can't really have real writers running around here because it's a digital world or whatever. So this kind of stuff over here is really impressive. And then Super over here with the hollow throwy, incredibly realistic stuff. But if you know a hollow stack in a real world environment, then you would be like, hey, there's got to be stuff on the inside too, right? We walk past all these amazing hand styles and you're like, oh yeah, there's stuff. Amazing stuff. Look at these throwies. Look at the fill-in on this stuff. The rushed back and forth. You can see like the white outline that they start with before they put the black outline there. Incredibly realistic and created in a digital environment in the same way that they would do it in the real world. I don't know how they did it, man. I'm not one of these kinds of guys that knows how to design video game worlds, but I know how to look at graffiti, all right? Oh man, that roller piece up there, superstars, and then covered up a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's okay to cover up. Yeah, that's a fine cover up. I don't mind that. It is the better piece. We are not even inside yet. And remember that red kind of spray tag that we saw earlier, done with kind of like a hose or a big airbrush? Here it is in green. Ouch! That's what it says. Isn't that incredible? That is what it would look like if you stood right about here with a hose attached to a tank full of green paint and just went to town. God damn. Super seems to be the guy that runs this street over here though. That is for sure. Super's the guy to look out for. If you watch my Spider-Man 2 video in this same series, we ran into a lot of these globes that didn't really look like an accurate representation to what like a globe type thing would look like in the real world. But this absolutely does. But you know, you go to the side, you're like, oh, it's not really a globe, it's just a giant tank. But still, that is incredible looking. So clean, so sharp, and then all of these kind of pieces behind it. Oh, fire was over here too, but this is clearly a copy and paste. We found our first copy and paste out of all this sort of stuff. And I'm not too mad at it, to be honest with you. The ledge of this tank is just covered in all these kind of hand styles. And then these characters. I love how much character these characters have. And all of these letters are beautiful. We got some real authentic legends out here putting up some real work. And if all of this real world authentic graffiti wasn't enough evidence that they got real world graffiti writers at least to consult on this project, then this is going to be evidence enough over here. Get up. Just that expression alone and how it's applied to this truck or whatever, this is a real graffiti writer's thing, okay? And then we go around the other side of this club over here and we're met with more amazing pieces. Just incredible stuff going on over here. Take a walk down this alley with me. This is beautiful stuff. Oh man. And even some stencil work going on over here. All right, we got some stencilers. I feel ya. Oh, and we know how much I love a demon skull. God damn, that is a hell of a demon skull over there. Beautiful hand style here. Look at that spot throwy. God damn, not much of a ledge there to be writing that word. How did Spot get up there, bro? What's the theory? No, I guess, yeah, just hanging out on that ledge. Just can't step back, not at all. God damn. Or threw down a kind of like boat gimmick. Like an inflator raft. I don't know how you get that piece there. It's very clean. Another one of these hose tags up here before we jump into the club itself. And before we go in there, I'm always on about dumpsters and garbage cans and stuff, so you know we need to take a look at this dumpster. Yep, that passes the test. That absolutely passes the test. In we go. All right, success. Hey guys, how you doing? I just killed like 3 or 4 of your friends. How do you feel about that? Okay, on I go. Do. All right, here we are at the coat check. Garbage can. Yep, garbage can passes the test and even has some slappies. Now, when we're in a place like this, I'm expecting to see slappies kind of all over the place. And all these tags here at this counter with the slappies passing the real world test with flying colors, absolutely. And these things over here, slappies, tags, oh my god! This is what I live for, bro. Even the slappies on this ashtray thing. Someone put the eyes. Whew. All right, so hypothetically, here's the entrance of the club. All right, we're just gonna come in Take a look right here. Yep, this wall unit, adequate coverage. Garbage can, beautiful garbage can. Slappies and tags and everything, incredible. Counter space, yep. Whoever came here and blasted and bombed over here, whew, good job. This garbage can, slappy, 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 slappy. 10 out of 10. This graffiti is better than real life. This is like a graffiti heaven over here. Slappy, slappy, tag, filled garbage can. Beautiful. Oh, and we start to see some people gathered over here. Now we're in the public area. Ashtray, slappy, slappy, slappy. And you notice how the eye stickers aren't on this one? So it's not just a copy and pasted asset. It's another ashtray garbage can type thing with another blast treatment. I gotta get to a bathroom. Because if I know a club or if I know a venue, I know the bathrooms have to be absolutely blasted. Bomb to high heaven is what I'm expecting. Oh, as I'm getting chased by these people with guns. Again, beautiful, well done. Oh, look at this place. I'm just looking for a bathroom, people. Oh, this fridge looks incredible. All these slappies. Oh, so many people are running after me, bro. Okay, and here we are in the bathroom. The first thing that captures my imagination is this throwy over here on the mirror. God damn, brilliant. And then all these slappies where the sinks are. But I'm looking for a garbage can. Where's the garbage can? Where's the garbage can? Oh my God. Maybe the best garbage can as far as graffiti is concerned in any video game ever. Are you seeing this? All of these slappies, all of these tags, all of these hollow throwy slappies. Incredible, beautiful stuff. The hand dryer, blast it. Paper towel dispenser, blast it. Behind this lady over here, absolutely blasted, okay? Incredible. And then you go in here. Hey, what do we got? Oh, you're cleaning up some urination, are you? Ah, well, I'm here to look at the graffiti. This wall, incredible. Wow. S tier. This wall panel, slappies and drips, just blasted and bombed away. This detail over here, this name just written on top of a random sticker and then slapped somewhere. That's some real life stuff. Whoever they hired to consult on the graffiti for this level needs to be hired for every cityscape ever in the history of video gaming. I don't think it gets better than this. But before we leave this video, we have one place left to look. Well, first, this garbage can and paper towel setup is incredible. But how about the urinals? Wow. Can I pee here with you guys anytime? With all this realistic graffiti? These characters? I'll pee here. Look at this POV for when you're peeing here. Slappy. Hand styles. Tags. Beautiful. Peeing here. Look in this egg character right in the eye. Incredible. He's dripping and sweating all over the place. POV of peeing here. Blasted. Oh, every piss station over here has a different POV of awesome tags to gaze upon. Over here, Feast. I wonder if Feast knows Beast. Incredible stuff. All these slappies, stickers, tags, throwies, characters, and as many garbage cans, paper towel dispensers, and hand dryers as they are, the graffiti isn't copy and pasted throughout. It's all unique stuff. I only came across one obvious copy and paste in this game, but you're not really supposed to see the first one because it's behind the gas station that you're not supposed to explore at the very beginning of the level, so I will excuse it, and it doesn't get docked marks at all. There isn't a better graffiti scape in all of video gaming. Prove me wrong, this is incredible. So thank you so much for that commenter for coming on and telling me to look at this, because this really is the best representation from what I see in real life depicted in video games. But it is only one level and condensed to one little area. I would love to see this level of detail with the graffiti sprawling an entire game. That would be impressive. That would be the thing that would like take the absolute cake and become the S tier of all S tiers. But until then, nothing beats what I'm seeing in Hitman 3. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you making it all the way to the very end. How's about you like, comment, and subscribe? Until my next upload, watch another upload. Okay, see you later, and have a good one.